Woo!
And we are live! Wolf Blast, say hi to everyone for us.
Hello.
Over here. Hey, yo, my gun's gone. What?
I didn't hurt.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay, you hide here. I'll be shooting.
I said we're rolling. Yo, what are you like staring into space for? Say hi to everyone.
It's good. I got you, bro. Oh.
Yo, can you even?
Yeah, you got him.
Yo, I don't think you guys can.
No,
actually
no,
hear
no,
me.
you cannot do that. No, no, no. It's not allowed, of course.
Yo,
It's
can
not
you
allowed,
hear
come
me? Can you guys hear me?
I can
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay, introduce
Yeah, now we
everyone.
can.
We're live. Yeah, come on.
Welcome to the Kitty Cat Show.
Ah, no, I'm lost. Okay.
The Kitty Cat Show. Ultra Cat. And Woofer Cat.
Welcome to the Wolf Blast Show.
Welcome,
It's actually
everyone.
the Somnium Show.
It's the Somnium Show with Wolf Blast and your boy Ultra Lord. Meow, wow, 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 wow. And today we're gonna
go to the
be
diner
shooting
and-
each other in the face. Let's go.
Okay, Jesus has
Fun
killed me, so
times.
he goes inside and protects the protect our kid hole.
Good
Okay?
wholesome fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
First show about to begin.
Hey. Let's go to
going to the
4208.
diner?
When you're done shooting each
Oh,
other.
48, 42. Okay, I'll kill him now. I'll kill him now quickly. Okay, I'll annihilate him, and we go for 42. Listen, look at this. Look at this.
We have to walk.
Ultra Cat. Yeah, we gotta walk. Sorry.
That's alright. Let's walk.
Ultra Cat,
Oh,
baby.
god damn it!
I'm the
this
apex
way.
Get him,
predator.
get him,
Only
get
the
him.
blades.
I remember.
He's this. Jesus, we will get you. Yo, is it like wrong to say? Is it like
will never
Jesus? Like, is that like
Jesus will get you.
Jesus
I
will,
mean-
will come for you? You better watch out. It goes for all the sinners.
The God will decide in the end.
Let God decide.
Get him, get him, get him.
He's been got.
Yes. Okay,
Hey.
done. Let's go. 4208.
Forward. Adventure awaits at 42. Oh, hey. Yay.
Oh wait, that's far away.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll drive there.
Put on your walking shoes. Let's go.
Cause I'm rich, bitch. I can drive there.
Yeah, I guess I
don't rub
will.
it in. I want a car. At least a flying motorcycle. That would be cool.
Yeah, I need to improve my skill to jump.
I want a fucking like horse with wings. That's what I want, yo. When horses with wings, I mean, right? We're gonna get horses with wings.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
cool. We need that.
We need horses with wings. Like
But we
in
need that
World of
at the beginning,
Warcraft,
say
some mounts.
Fucking horse with wings.
Yeah, just, you know, welcome to Somnium Space. Pegasus. Boom. Hey, 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 I'm walking here, I'm walking.
Hey, the road is there. Hey.
Do you see the smoke coming from my car when I drift?
Yeah, we see the smoke coming from your car. So clearly.
Like this, you see?
No,
You see the smoke?
no, we don't actually. I don't see any smoke.
Okay, yeah, we have to
it's
fix
alright,
it.
yeah.
I
You're
see
going
smoke
to
now.
We have
jail.
to fix that, yeah.
Ouch!
I do approve. I got him here.
Okay, where do we go? 4208. I know where to go.
Yes,
Do you
look
guys
this
know where
way.
to go? Because I know.
Can we hitch a ride? Can we? Let's see. No, I guess not.
No, that's too expensive for you guys. It's like a two-seater.
With the luck.
Get a trailer. A little
Only
trailer
reserved for
would
my
be
wife,
nice.
you know, guys. So sorry.
Yeah, I want a car.
I'm waiting for that Somnium Space shuttle bus to come along.
Yeah, the public bus.
Yeah. Okay, we're halfway there, at least.
That was fun. I like that.
Help! Call the police. Yeah.
Call the police. He's driving
Do
crazy.
I have tire
yeah.
tracks on my back? I think I do. Look out!
Have you seen the FOV post I did?
I just saw it, but I didn't get a chance to actually read through it.
Twitter. Amazing.
Yeah, basically the one number you need to know, 130.
130? Wow,
Yes.
bro, that's amazing. That's incredible. What's the
And it's like a
index
real
at?
it's like a real FOV, not like a fake or something.
What's the index at?
110 max.
Wow, bro. Cool. What's it like? Like, does it really have like an effect on like the tunnel vision effect? Do you
Yeah, of course, of course.
Nice,
Huge,
nice.
of course. Oh, look,
Can't
ramp.
get one.
All right.
Yo. Bro, what the fuck? What's wrong with your knees, man? Like what? Like,
What?
yeah, you. Whoa. Yeah, like why are your knees like that? Like they're like backwards.
Woo, did you see the
Yeah, I
jump?
saw
Did you see
that.
the jump?
That was
Do it
pretty
one more
sick.
time. Come on.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm joking, bro. You have great knees. I love them. It's so unique. Oh.
Whoa. Okay, one more. Last one.
Whoa! Yo, did you see that? Yo, he's go. Talk about last jump. Yo, where did he? Bro, he crossed the
Right now on
bridge.
Somnium 3.0.
Yo, he crossed the bridge. He went all the way over the bridge.
Did you freaking see?
Bro,
Did you see?
I saw that. That was
Did you
impressive. Bro,
Across the
I took
whole.
a picture, but
How did it look for you guys? Because
Bro, I was like,
literally jumped
"What?"
across the river.
Yeah, you went across the bridge, bro. I was like, yo, in one fell swoop.
This is crazy.
That was
Wow.
an amazing jump. Very impressive.
I was like, what
Very
the hell?
impressive.
Thank you. No cheating, okay? I promise, no cheating.
Physics at its finest, baby.
Wow,
Yeah,
what
we
a
need a
jump.
contest about this.
Jesus
What did it feel
Christ.
like,
Good
bro?
jump.
That was like a
Man, it
record-breaking
felt like
jump, eh?
it was also moving like this. So I was like whole field of view was moving like this. It was very high, like I was flying.
You yeeted.
Yeah.
I yeeted. I mean, I nailed it. Okay, I nailed it.
I bet it was like
let
first
me
shock
put
and
some-
then exhilaration and then you're like, how did I do that?
Yeah. I was shocked. Like, what's happening? Like, am I flying away or something? And then it like became like I felt the physics is still on.
Someone
So
made
I was like, okay.
reservation in my
Hello,
step.
sir.
Hey, Wolf's
Hello.
Stole the
Diner.
tables.
Yo, the Somnium
I
Show
lost
at
my
Wolf's
reservation.
Diner.
They
I love
stole
this
my
place.
tables.
I love this place. Like, yo, the red
Oh, Nikki's in
brick.
the city
Yo,
center.
where?
She
Yo,
needs to look
shall
at
I
the map.
retrieve her?
Uh-oh.
I think she.
No,
could
no.
find us.
She'll look at the map.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, yo, we are now. Somnium Show! Welcome everyone to the Somnium Show with your wonderful hosts, Wolf of Blast and Ultra Lord. Join us today as we discuss the many marvels of.
Attraction
Aw.
and aesthetics.
Ooh.
We're going to understand how aesthetics work.
What do you mean by aesthetics?
And, I mean, if you think something is nice or not, nice looking or not. You know, it's easy to think of it just in the human level, like, you know, attractiveness. We all know, you know, there are attractive people and there are people we don't think are attractive, but there's more to it than that, I think, you know, because there are a lot of things that attract us to different things, to different people, because, you know, some people like red wine, some people like white wine, some people like living in the city,
Oh,
some people
I
like living in
like
the
a little
country.
bit of racism every evening.
Some,
Some people are like red wine, the white wine, the dark wine,
Some
and you know, like
some people like fancy clothes, some people like plain useful clothes, and there's something going on in the brain that makes us attracted to these things. Like we're attracted to when we're hungry. We're attracted to
I'm
food in
attracted to
restaurants. When when we're sleeping, we're
Keep it easy.
attracted to beds. It's not because we think, oh, that bed's so pretty. Oh, I love my bed. It's nice. We're there because
I love
we're
my bed.
tired and we need rest, and we know that we can lay down in the bed and get rest. So there
love my
are
bed,
different
too.
levels of attractiveness, and there's also the law of attraction, which I think is I don't believe in it, for one. It's, like people think if you think happy thoughts, you're going to be happy. If you think money, 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 you're going to get money, money, money.
But that's only half the equation. If you really believe, you act.
Okay, what's the other half?
Action.
Yeah, action is more important than happy thoughts, I
Yeah.
think. You have to have plans. You have to work towards your goals, and this allows you to achieve your goals, I think, more than just happy thoughts.
I think
But-
thoughts are really important, to be honest, because I think thoughts
Yeah.
are materializing. If you think about, it's not like you have to obviously do something for them, and you need to work hard. But I think thoughts is, it's kind of what you kind of program a little bit your brain to give you an idea of how to achieve something. I mean, it only works if you're ready to work hard for it, or to like to visualize something. And I know like many people don't believe in it, but to me it worked my whole life. And I'm the person, like, I have a great imagination, and I kind of always imagine like things which I dream about. I always imagine, and then after years of hard work, then suddenly the thing become a reality. But it's like years of hard work. So I think that's the whole point. So thoughts, I would definitely encourage people to, if you want to achieve something, or if you want something particular, just think about it. Imagine yourself doing it. It will help you to also kind of formalize your thoughts, and it will help you to formalize your way to that achievement. But then you'll have to work like shit. That's for sure. Hello, Nikki. You found us.
Nikki,
We were following you on the map
Welcome,
all the way
Nikki.
through here. You missed an absolute
Hi.
crazy jump.
Yeah,
But
that
we'll
was
tell you
like
later about that. Right now we're talking about attraction.
Evil Knievel jump.
How is it possible that we like some people, we don't like some other people?
Hey, everyone, give a
What's
round of
behind the
applause
secret?
for Nikki. She made it. Woo!
Nikki!
Nikki.
Yeah.
I was lagging. You know why?
Why?
You know why? The stupidest, most
Paso.
stupid
What?
thing. I didn't plug in my
Forgot to
computer.
plug your computer.
What?
Oh,
Wait, how can you
Every
lag?
do it.
single
I don't-
time.
Oh, because the battery and the yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, you changed to your dedicated.
Now I'm running all smoothly. I can wrap
There
my
we
head
go.
in.
Oh, look at you, how smooth you are. Ooh. What's happening here?
The
Too
power.
smooth. Okay,
unlimited
Nikki, tell us, what do you
power.
think about attraction?
Oh, I don't know. It's you just it's like chemistry, You get pulled into some kind of, I don't know, get pulled to a different human being. Either you hate him or you love him.
Oh, physical attraction.
Why?
Why do you think that
why do
is?
you like? What is it like? If we're talking about, like, isn't it all about the continuation of the species, which encompasses
It's all math.
genetic
It's all math.
variation, right? Like, you guys know how they say opposites attract. Why do they attract? Like, because mixing creates something new. Just
Yeah.
what do you guys think?
I don't really think opposites attract. I think it's more refreshing and kind of a good feeling when you have someone that's like you in some sort. I mean, I don't know.
So it's
op-
it's similarity
Opposites
then.
attract, and like maybe I'm more into guys that have darker hair. I don't know.
That's interesting.
And I'm blonde. I
Huh.
don't know. It's weird.
Fascinating, fascinating. Tell us more, Yeezus, Yeezy Yee. Yo, what's attraction to you? What does it mean?
I don't know. It's like a magic. I always wonder why I like the people that I like. and why I think that someone is attractive. But I think that is not something that has to be related with their with your mind. I don't know. It's how you feel, how you connect with the people, how the people treat you. But yeah, for me, it's still a mystery. It's like a magic.
Hey, you got married, man. It cannot be mystery to you. You've solved already the
No.
mystery. You're married.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
Mm.
tried
Don't tell
me
your
over
wife that it's a
here.
mystery
Her
to you.
magic.
Oh, her magic. Okay, okay,
You
okay,
can still
okay.
be
Okay,
attracted to other people, like in a
okay, okay, Nikki.
friendship
uh-huh.
kind of
Yeah,
way.
like
Yes.
I'm attracted to all
do you
of
believe?
you.
Do you believe in a true friendship between women and men?
Yeah, but there's always gonna
Yeah.
be sex in there.
Well, yeah.
But you know, what I mean, that's the fun part. Yeah,
Okay.
it's fun. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it's the spice of life, right?
I mean, I like spicy food. That's for real. But
Yeah, you don't feel that.
Why,
Yeah, I
are,
think-
why are different people attracted to different people, though? Why do some people think this person's attractive and another person would think they're not attractive? You know, why do we have differences like that? Why are we attracted to different things?
genetic code or something.
Genetic
Upbringing,
code,
you know?
a wish
Upbringing,
to,
genetic code, surrounding.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, someone
I-
says evolution. But
similar.
Yeah. And I think
We,
some
we
people
always gravitate towards people who have common interests too.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
things like that.
I think people are attracted to other people based on their own intent, like what they want out of
But
life.
we do believe that there are kind of standard, like there are people who are attractive to majority of people, right? So
Yeah.
there are just some type of people, like who we all say basically, yeah, this is like a beautiful woman or a beautiful man. Like there are type of people like that, you know, which are universally attractive almost to everyone.
Yeah, like what is beauty?
We do agree that that exists,
right?
right?
Beauty,
Some
like
beauty
it's-
standards.
Is it real? Is
I mean,
it,
beauty stand, but it's not about beauty stand. It's like you either like that or you don't like that. It's just very simple, you know. It's not even, doesn't need to be rocket science.
do you think beauty is like Plato talked about, like, you know, these like the realm of ideas, like beauty, like, you know, their beauty is real. You know what I mean? It's like some abstract idea, and it's only through us trying to bring it into the physical world. It's like, you know, like you have like an idea, right, of a table, right? And the idea of the table is in your head, and it exists, the perfect table, and all you can do is make an approximation of what that perfect table is. So do you guys think beauty
Or-
is like that?
You can model it in Blender and then 3D print it.
Yeah,
I'm
with
just
a
saying.
reference, you know, side view,
Exactly.
left view, there you go.
And then just
Or you
scale
can
it
say,
and
hey,
it's
Mid
done.
Journey.
And
Hey,
some people
Midjourney,
would
make me
think
a
that was a
perfect table.
beautiful table.
I would
Some
want to
people
see
would think,
AI's take.
That's not the
on
table
beauty.
I like.
What does AI
I
describe?
want a rounder
beauty as?
table.
Has anyone
Hmm.
ever asked GPT?
No.
Every time I ask it to put in a beautiful woman, it always looks like me. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, because you are
beautiful.
beautiful, Oli. Because you are beautiful. We all agree, right?
It says
You're
must turn
gorgeous,
on
Oli.
camera
Yeah.
to comply.
Now,
A radiant, beautiful
blushing.
woman.
You know,
So,
I knew
Oli,
I knew a
what's,
woman once. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go. I was gonna like give it to Oli. So yeah, go ahead, Oli. Yeah. So
Okay.
Oli, what's beauty? What's attraction to you? What is it
Are we talking about like between people or between anything?
between?
In the whole.
I mean, people are
universe?
everything. So I think
Ooh,
both.
no.
Right?
Deep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I
Right.
have always been pretty like sapiosexual or like asexual, like in the way I'm attracted to people and things. Like I guess I'm like pulled towards certain goals and tasks a lot of the time. Like I get pretty obsessive with things like that over people. I don't know if that makes sense, but
What is
Yeah, I think
sapiosexual?
it's like intelligence. Like
Ah,
you're drawn to
yes.
intelligence.
You're
Hmm,
drawn to
alright, then
wiseness.
doesn't
So
make me
it's like-
intelligent.
And it's
I
Know
like
that
that.
word.
So we know that Oli is not attracted to Nikki.
It's not.
Aw.
Was a joke. I'm preparing for tomorrow, you all.
Yeah, let's have a
Sorry,
roast
Ulis. I
tomorrow.
didn't want to disturb.
Sorry.
So it's not even like a sexual thing though. It's like it's literally intelligence, like to create together. So it's.
But isn't
not-
that what sex really
it
is?
is procreating, but in a
Right.
ethereal way, not not in a physical. So I think there's a lot of different types of attraction too, and I definitely believe in platonic love. Like I have so many guy friends that we collaborate, and it's totally, platonic because we're so passionate about like music and different things. And like if that didn't exist, then we wouldn't get very far in our production process, like. But it's very like familial, like brother sister kind of vibe, and
Yeah.
and obviously like there's sexual attraction to
Aw.
beauty, but like I think I'm way more like
Sorry.
not like I've never been attracted to people because of what they look like. I've never been really good at remembering what people look like either. Isn't that weird?
That's
So I
interesting.
think we're all really different. Like I really like I'm audio, like I'll remember what people say and like what their voice sounds like and stuff like that, and like their attitudes. But yeah, I've met several people like this too. It's just we're all so different.
That's beautiful.
But also like equal, like you were talking about the law of attraction. Like I used to not believe in that, but then I started like practicing it as a kid because I learned it from someone, and it really worked for me. Like just like trying to emulate the energy that you want to see in your environment.
Yeah, it takes a lot of
materialize,
effort to
and
actually sit down and
visualizing
do it.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
behavior though, but your thoughts are kind of like the prerequisite to behavior, right?
Yeah.
So I started meditation, and I do believe in that. I don't think you always get like the result that you want, but I think you become what you want. Instead of like having what you want externally, you like start being more proud of yourself and satisfied just with your own control, your
Yeah.
self-control, your
Yeah.
ability to operate and deal with things as they come.
Power.
But now I'm rambling.
That's beautiful.
Sorry, guys. I have to finish because my coughing is getting
Would you
worse.
say you think you have face?
Closing
behind
thoughts,
this?
Arthur,
It's
Arthur.
actually a,
Before you leave,
Clothing
on beauty
Yeah,
and
definitely.
clothing
Attraction.
thoughts.
Make
I mean,
some hot
thoughts are
tea or
always better
something.
without clothing on me. So
Yeah.
Go to bed. thank you. Tomorrow,
Can I
jokes
ask
on
guys
you.
A question before? Wait, before.
Yes.
Before I need to ask you a very. It's just I don't know why it popped up. If you would ever have the chance, this is really weird. But if you would ever have the chance to meet yourself physically,
Okay,
you,
I don't like where it's going. Okay, but tell more.
would you be attracted to that person? I mean, I would totally.
Like sexually?
Like the
Oh my
Instagram
God.
Instagram filter.
I might.
100%, right? I'd tap it. I'd tap that. I wouldn't be cheating.
That'd be so weird though.
Cheating with myself.
The fuck? Don't even
I would
put that in my
find
mind.
myself so
No,
much
no.
You know, I'm very happily married. So just on the record for this live stream, I would say, I don't think about this stuff. It's just okay. I'm very happily married. It's all good. I don't need to be.
But
Okay,
if
my
you
coughing will
did-
save me from
if you
embarrassment.
did
See you
meet
all
yourself-
tomorrow.
Yo, be
I'll
well,
meet
bro.
myself with
Well
Live
soon.
Forever mode in Somnium Space when my avatar will be roaming around this year, and you will meet me too, and it will not be me, or it will be me, but second me, and whoa, there will be a deep hole. All right, see you all.
Peace, bro.
Bye
Peace. Have a
bye.
great
Sorry
night.
for,
Be well.
for doing it
Feel
early.
better.
Honestly, if I
Yeah.
met myself, I'd try and kill myself because I think that's what he would try and do too. Yeah, I think that's what he would try and kill me. So I have to kill him first. Because there can only be
There
one.
can be
Like,
only one.
yeah, there can only be one. There can be only one Highlander.
Oh, man.
No, it could be all
Not
you.
ultra
You could
word.
just embrace it.
Hey, I never thought about it
Poor
like
girl,
that.
and
We
you'd
could do
agree
great
on
things
everything and
together.
have-
It might be your best friend, man.
Yeah.
You
Why
can
do you
be
call
your
it
best
it?
friend.
He's a
Finish
man.
things twice
Yo,
as
he's a human
fast.
being,
Hi,
okay?
Him.
What do you care? You're gonna kill him.
Yeah, he is you, and
He's a cat.
What?
What if he's a cute little
Yeah.
cat and oh, he's furry and he's purring at you? Ultra Lord, please don't kill me.
I wish.
Don't kill me, Ultra
I
Lord.
wish I had like
You're
a
gonna
cat
kill it anyway.
little version of myself. Yeah. But then he wouldn't have any
I
fur.
think my version
because
of
I don't
myself
have
and me
fur.
would be like the bestest friends. I would really, it just,
I bet you guys
the
would
best.
hug
So,
all the
you
time.
talk about
like,
what?
Just
yeah,
hug.
we would party all the time. We would, one would be the responsible one, take care of the kid for a day, and the other one would just,
Yes, that's ideal.
That's a great idea. I hope
It
I can
is.
do all
convince
the,
my
all
other
the dirty work and all the
self
chores
that
for
it's a
you.
good idea.
You can go out and have fun.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It would have been way easier to clean the house today, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we could actually do so much. Yo, I could work while he sleeps, and then while I sleep, he can work. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yo, I have to sit down and
Who
talk
decides
with him
who's
before we kill each other. We need like a sit down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's work out a deal here. Wait.
Yeah, it's beneficial for the two of us. Awesome, guys. Kid Nerp, tell us, as a engineer, like, what's beauty to you? What is something like when you look at like something, what makes you think, hey, that is beautiful, that attracts me?
Wow, that's a very broad question. I
Sounds like he's out in the garage or something. Let's see. Turn
oh,
you up
is this
here.
better?
Yeah, that's golden.
I'm in a big,
No.
spacious diner at the moment.
Oh, there
Ooh,
we go.
nice.
Okay.
Oh,
Now I can hear you.
yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's in VR. Sorry, no, I'm in my office. I don't know the answer to that. I guess it's gonna depend on, if it's architecture you're looking at or if it's code you're looking at. I like simplicity, and that's a very broad question. I was thinking. Something I heard that made me laugh was these people that say, these guys that say, geez, for a woman, I really like natural beauty. I like someone that doesn't have all of the makeup and all of that, and just a natural beauty. And how they think that they're so very down to earth and saying that, but in actuality, what they're really saying is, I want a natural, like a perfect 10 right out of the box without any makeup or anything like that.
Yeah,
So,
a lot of girls
it's
enjoy
not
it.
very
It's like
humble at all.
putting hair gel, like it just, like you go
Yeah.
out, like you just feel a bit more confident. I never understood that. Like, oh, I want to go without any. It's like, bro, like like that's how it is. That's the game. So what do you find attractive when it comes to people, women? What attracts you to women?
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't expecting that, huh?
If they'll. Well, first of all, if they're talking to me, that's already a.
Freaking water, man.
That's I don't know the answer to that.
What attracts you to other human beings?
I think just being interesting. I guess is really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
I would work with the people that would have the same lines, the same, the things that I was not interested in. God, the amount of times I would sit and listen to somebody tell a story about their hunting this weekend and how they killed it and dragged it, and oh my God. But and people that can kind of surprise you, the people that, we all prejudge people. We all look at them and think we know their stories, and meeting with people and getting to know them and finding surprises about them is, I always
Yeah.
find interesting. That attracts me to them
That's
as a
true.
person.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing those beautiful, wonderful thoughts, Kid Nerd. Yeah, everyone.
Thank you
round
for
of
your patience while I got my
applause.
thoughts together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, they were great. Awesome.
Woohoo.
Thank you. R-Dub, tell us. Oh, are you okay, Nikki? I think you
Yes.
dropped your...
Yes, I'm good.
All right, good to hear. R-Dub,
My stuff.
tell us beauty, attraction,
Hey,
love. What is it to you? What attracts you to others? What attracts you? Like what's going on with attraction and attractiveness?
Well, I'm really attracted to cat faces.
Thank you.
Nice.
Okay.
I was just talking to my family about that the other day, and someone said there are no beautiful or ugly people, only beautiful and ugly minds. So I think you can find
Damn.
beauty in everything if you
Wow.
it's just your choice of how you perceive things.
Yeah, you remind me
But
of this Stoic quote. It is not the event that disturbs you, but it is your perception of the event that disturbs you.
Yes.
So do you think beauty is in the eye of the beholder?
I would say so. Yeah. And beauty, I mean, even like some people say it's what terrible weather, but couldn't you just think every day is
No for plants.
beautiful weather? You know?
So what attracts you
I-
to things?
I'm attracted to people that are just authentic, people that you
Yeah.
can tell are just being like are comfortable in their own skin, are not trying to be something they're not.
Yeah, it takes a while to get
And with,
comfortable in your own skin.
With aesthetics, that's
Yeah.
what Wilford was talking about earlier. Like when you see things, not necessarily people, but like architecture or design, shapes, there's the golden ratio.
Yeah,
Have you guys heard of that?
2/3.
So it's the
Yeah.
Fibonacci sequence, but you end up taking the ratio of the two numbers as you go further and further down, and you end up with this golden ratio.
So there is a universal
that is,
code of beauty.
It's in nature.
It's true.
All over.
It's real.
Yeah.
But you see it in nature all over the place, and architects and designers will use that ratio to make pleasing shapes or proportions. So the golden ratio is in the human body, it's in the animals, it's in
So shouldn't it
plants,
also be
trees.
in like extraterrestrial aliens? Like you know what I mean?
You would think so.
Like
I would like to
wouldn't
see
they all
universal
just
law.
be different humanoids, just because of the golden ratio, the way the universe is? Right? I mean, it doesn't seem like.
Well, think of all the different animals on Earth. Most of them have the golden ratio.
Yes, but they all follow
that's
that
the way it
same
looks
rule.
Very different than a human.
I know, but the human being also follows
think
it,
to
but in
some
a different way. Think of the hands, the digit of the hands, the
Yeah,
ear,
hands,
the ear itself, right? There are a lot of
Yes.
things.
all that.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow. So much variations from a single theme. That is beauty. That is beauty. Tell me more, bro. Tell me more.
I don't know. That's all I got.
Like, what's the most beautiful thing you've ever experienced in your life?
My daughter being
Oh,
born.
that's a tough
Wow.
question. There you go.
Wow.
Yay.
Wow.
You're gonna make me cry.
Yeah.
I know,
That's
me
so
too.
beautiful.
Make myself
So
cry.
beautiful.
Amazing.
That is the
Thank
most
you.
beautiful moment.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
without doubt, man. That
Yeah.
if you see your own child being born, any child, any animal, probably, it's just blows you away.
I just, like,
Nature
like
can
people
do
like
that.
that have kids. I don't know. What's it like? I mean, I can't. I don't think I can ever understand it until it happens, because it just seems so
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
so
You're right.
Yeah.
honestly, like, just surreal, like weird, like like what? It's like what was it like, you guys, when you had kids? Like, what changed?
Before having a child, like I always thought having a child would be like having a dog.
Love you
Like
guys.
you would love it, you
Yo,
want
peace,
it around. It would be
Take it out
kind
for a
of
walk
like cool
every
to
now
play
and then.
with, but you can put it to sleep, and you feed it sometimes.
What?
You have to pick up shit.
Oh.
It's just like a dog, but when you actually have a child, it's completely different. You see the imperfections in you.
Good God, I
and
hope
you
so.
See you see like a perfection in front of you that you've created, and you just love it.
Like, do you
unconditionally.
actually
It's-
feel like it's you? Like, do you feel like a piece of you is like walking in the
Yeah,
world? Does it?
I think that's what I felt the first time I looked at my child. I was like, he came out,
Wow.
and I looked at him, and I seen myself in him, and I went, "Oh man, it's now my job to protect that, to get
Yeah.
to carry on the seed or
Carry
whatever you
on
want to
the
call it,
line.
you know, like,
The
yeah, carry
Scottish
on the line.
line.
Yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
my God, it's so deep.
The
So true
clan.
though. So true.
What was it
Yeah.
like? Wow, Nikki, what was it like for you as a mother?
Painful,
Oh, man.
but it was wonderful.
there.
It was wonderful. No, no, no. I'm joking. Let's jokes aside. But the feeling of just seeing that little bundle of life that you created is it's undescribable. You cannot. You could imagine it like this: you're in a relationship with your husband, spouse, or whatever, and you're two people, and then you just live your life, and then all of a sudden you have your pregnant belly, and you're just like, oh, okay. But then when the kid is there, it feels like that kid has been there your entire life. You cannot.
Wow.
It's like once it's there, nothing is the same. It completely mind blowing. It is a beautiful experience.
I think I was quite lucky because I had a boy. I don't know, Ardub, if you feel any different about having a girl, but I believe that I don't have to protect him as much. I just have to teach him how to survive. I think you would be different. You would be more protective of your child because she is a girl, and like obviously
Yeah.
protection mode comes into place. And I honestly don't know what it would feel like having a girl because I think I would be far too overprotective because I'm quite protective over my son.
You could never
so,
be overprotective.
Yeah.
I'd like a daughter. It would be
Better
nice.
overprotective than not protective at all.
I think
That's
just
true.
being able to
Because they-
create life is totally amazing. Just here's life you created. I mean, gosh.
Did you really
I mean,
create
what
it
could be
though?
more amazing than that?
I mean,
Huh?
Did you really create it?
What? Well, sure.
I mean, aren't you
Well,
just
it's
like
part
the
of
hands
you,
of
but
God?
it's still, well, a little bit of both. A
Are
little
we the
help
hands
from
of God
everybody,
on,
you know.
on Earth? Do you guys think that?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Oh, come on,
Can you
bro.
say that again? I didn't hear you.
Do you think we're the hands
was
of
that,
God?
Lord? What?
Like we're God's hands on Earth? Well,
Absolutely.
yes.
We all have God in
If
us. We're
everything's God's hands, we are.
absolutely.
But human beings
I believe that, 100%.
specifically. Do you think we're special?
We're all special.
No.
You don't think
no,
we're
everything is
special?
special.
Definitely.
Why not?
We like to think we're special.
So why
I think
shouldn't you
every-
think you're
everything-
special then?
Well, because there's
you're
how
trying to
many
be
other species
humble?
of plants and animals on the earth, that are, they probably think they're pretty special too.
They don't think anything,
Yeah,
bro.
everybody has the right to feel special. Everyone's
You
special.
don't think
Everything's
animals
special.
think anything? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't think they think. I think they feel, because if you look at the actual structure of the brain, you can actually track, like I don't want to say evolution, but the creation
Animals
of
have
intelligence.
brains,
Yeah. For example,
Animals have brains,
lizards.
and they
what
work the
kind
same
of?
way.
No, I mean, well, yeah, they do. They literally do. For example, a lizard, right? What kind of a brain does a
Mhm.
lizard have? A lizard literally has the medulla
Tiny
oblongata.
little brainstem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. Yo, we have a medulla oblongata. It's right there, and the lizard has the same thing. And then on top of that sits the cortex, and this is what every single animal has, except like maybe like shrimp and bugs. They just have a collection of nerves. But when you go to the higher forms of animals, mammals, birds, fish as well, they all have a cortex. So they have the medulla oblongata, and on top of it is the cortex. The cortex is the emotion. The cortex is when your dog looks at you, and you look at your dog, and your dog loves you. And your dog, like, that's real love. That's real love, the exact same love that you're feeling. Now, human beings, we have a third layer on top of our cortex. That's the neocortex. That's the regulation of the, it's literally like the id, the ego and the superego, like, but just the physical structures of it. So I don't know where I was going with this. I think I'm talking about how human beings are special because of that. And I think that it's like important that we actually think this and we believe it, that we are special and we have a responsibility as human beings. Because with great power comes great responsibility, baby.
Yeah,
We're the
I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah, yo, what if
What
we're
do you think
like
about our power sometimes having like a bad influence on the world though? Like maybe sometimes we're doing too much and we need to take a step back, you know?
But
And
people are
that's-
good.
That's more powerful in the end, like just controlling ourselves. And,
Yeah.
and
yeah,
we
instead
live
of
in
letting
ourselves.
others
Spreading
control
love
us.
and
So it's like we're cutting down
Yeah.
marine forests and all this stuff
Yeah.
and going.
All in the name of
We're
progress.
responsible for all of that.
So
Yeah.
According
what's
to-
really, are we using our power
No, we're not.
well?
We're not using our
No.
power
Uh,
well. But is it really
how
us?
Can we use what we're attracted to make the world better?
Yeah, I think we can make the world
Plant
better.
a tree.
Yeah, planting trees and
Really,
creating.
plant a tree. That does a lot more than buying a Tesla or something like that. Just plant a tree or two, you know. They clean
Honestly,
the air. They breathe.
Yeah, like the biggest
oxygen,
thing I can't believe
it
is
filters
the whole
sunlight.
climate change. I thought it was real. I thought global warming was real, and to find out that it's not, it's just
Well, the climate it changes over millennia.
Exactly,
I mean,
bro. Yo, in
we've
the
had
50s,
ice ages and
bro. In the 50s, they said we were gonna have an ice age because of our pollution and our carbon, and that
Yeah,
didn't work.
nah.
And then they called it global warming, and that didn't work. Now it's called climate
Yeah.
change. The climate's always freaking like.
It's always
I can't
changing.
believe like, you know, Leonardo freaking DiCaprio making all this stuff, all these, and it's all fake. And I just,
well,
Leonardo
it changes so slowly that we.
bro,
can't see
Leonardo is
it.
owned by them, bro. He is like straight up
no.
owned by
but
them.
he's-
he may get paid well for telling the story, but it's still
But
It's
I
so
mean, come on,
global.
guys. Like,
changes in like from a pollution point of view. Like the way I look at it, Ultra, is we do cause pollution, but so does everything. And animals are quite good at
How about
control
volcanoes?
of these kind of things.
They sure. They
Like,
sure
no,
make a
pollution
lot of
is
sense.
real.
Animals
Forest
in one area,
fires.
like,
All those forest fires
destroying
in
an
Canada.
area.
yeah, bro, did you,
Spread them out.
it's on
Yeah,
purpose,
spread
man.
them out a bit. So we need to spread ourselves out a bit more. Like China, for example, too many people in one area causing lots of smoke. Spread them out over the world. Doesn't cause us bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do believe pollution is
It's
a
a
real
mix
problem.
and mingle and world peace and
Nuclear
love and
energy, woohoo.
yeah, nuclear energy. Yeah, heck yeah,
Something.
nuclear
So
energy.
we should actually get behind nuclear energy.
Yeah, we really should. It's the best thing we
It's-
have.
I don't know.
It's the cleanest way that we
It,
can
it
actually
is, man.
power.
But it produces
Power
waste
everything.
that just stays radioactive forever and ever. I live near a place called Fernald. All the time I was growing up, they called it Fernald Feed and Production Center. What it actually was is they process uranium. And so they finally closed the place, and now it's just a bunch of pits of radioactive material just covered over. They monitor it, and it's going to be radioactive for, forever. You can't get rid of it. If they could find some way to neutralize radiation,
But there is
That
a
would be
way
wonderful.
to do it.
But
these
they
people
don't
are
have to
How?
neutralize it. They
Yeah,
just
they're
need
doing
to,
it the
like,
cheapest way. Like they're
you
doing
just
it
throw it in
to
a hole
cost.
and forget about it, right?
Yeah, but there's a proper
But-
way to
But let's say,
take care of it.
let's try and think about this practically. See, oil when it got taken out of the ground, petroleum
Yeah.
was a byproduct at one point. Like they just chucked that stuff away. So we turned it into something. Like if we actually concentrated on radioactive material and actually came up
Well,
with
can you-
like, something to use it for, then it's
Yeah, if you
it's
could turn it
useful.
into something else.
Yeah.
But they haven't
Honestly,
even
Like
tried.
paint.
Yeah.
Shouldn't make batteries.
Yo, remember when they like used to paint stuff using lead?
Paint chips.
Yeah, paint chips. Kids
Yes.
eating paint chips, going to the NICU with lead
Nom, nom,
poisoning.
nom, nom, nom.
It's tasty. though.
Crazy times.
Glow in the dark shoes. That'll be the next one. Next fad.
Nice.
Okay.
I want some.
We got to figure out this radioactive waste thing. Let's figure it
Yeah,
out.
I mean,
Come on,
have
guys.
to.
Or
Maybe
just
gather it all
Yeah.
together.
Why? What's wrong
They
with
want to keep
coal?
the
Gather
place
it all
up.
together.
Yo, what's
make a
wrong with
sun.
coal? Everyone acts like coal is the worst thing in the world. Like, it's not.
It
It's not
burns
bad.
pretty dirty.
So
It's
what?
pretty dirty.
It's not bad for the
So
environment.
what?
There's so many
You like to
miners
breathe?
that have, like, lung cancer.
Do you like to breathe?
die
Dioxide.
early, like,
Okay.
There was an
Question.
interesting thing I saw
Question,
on.
Okay, yeah.
compared to
Tell us.
Yep.
Skinner.
So there was an interesting thing on. They're trying to design, how they're going to. They're saying that the half life of this uranium's like 24,000 years or something like that. So they know that by the time that it's discovered or rediscovered or somebody finds it, that we don't know what kind of language they're going to have. We don't know what symbolisms they're going to have. So they're trying to design what they're going to have the warning be. And there's a lot of
Just
debate on,
should be the
do you
poop-
make it
poop emoji in one and
yes. Like they were thinking like, all right, well maybe we'll draw like a
Go
little
the
pit.
kids
And that
awake.
should
Love
be
you
it.
guys. Have a good night.
Have a great night, Nikki.
Okay,
We love
good night,
you.
Good night,
Nikki.
Nikki.
Bye, Nikki.
Maybe just
No,
have
they
a little
thought, well,
picture of a dead person.
What's wrong
That
with the
would do
skull
it.
and
Yeah.
bones?
Well, see,
Like,
that's the
pretty
thing is,
self-explanatory.
yes. And well, they're thinking like, do we do like a comic strip kind of thing where we show somebody alive and then we show them coming here and then we show them dead? But what if what if they they read from right to left? And now all of a sudden they think that this is a revival place.
this
Arabic is like that.
makes people come back to life. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
zombie
exactly.
zombie
Which
kind
would
of
have quite the opposite.
Bro, I think
Like
it's
it's
like a
big and
prophecy.
And the other
like,
discussion was like, well,
skull-
maybe we just make it like look like really creepy and like with these spikes and these thorns, and they're like, well, that would just make it interesting for people to want to go see what it's all about. So yeah, there's a whole thing on it. If you ever find, I think it was like just on YouTube. I think maybe Vice did it,
I remember.
but I'm sure
like,
there's
a
there's
while
plenty of other
ago.
things out there. It's a
Yeah.
really interesting video.
I had a
Just
similar
having-
idea to this in airport the other day. I've been looking at stuff online, just messing about, and I came across magnet fishing, and I think
Magnet
that's probably
fishing.
one of the most dangerous hobbies you could ever have in
What?
your life, because you're chucking
It is?
you're chucking a magnet into the water and then pulling out whatever comes out. So people are pulling out
Right.
guns, bombs,
Cool. What?
landmines.
Oh my
they're- and you don't know what you're gonna pick up.
Whoa, it's like a TikTok trend now.
Yeah, no, this is a normal thing.
Yeah.
You tie
people have
a
been doing that a
magnet
long
to
time.
end of
Yeah,
a-
if you pull it out of the water and
chuck
it's
it in the water.
TikTok, you better get rid of it.
Better drop out
Yeah,
the boat.
let it
If
go.
it's, yeah, see, you're pulling bombs and stuff out the water, but it's all rotten, so they're like scraping into it to find out what they are. And could you imagine that 100 years, 1,000 years, 10,000 years, somebody digs up like and finds this metal box?
Like a
They're gonna
PlayStation
want to
3.
open it up.
We're gonna be like, what
Yeah,
the?
PlayStation 3 sitting there.
I was just thinking, yeah, putting any kind of marker at
What is
all on the
this?
site.
Hitting it off their head.
Would
What did they
attract
do with
people.
this? Well, were these hats? Did they use it?
But it's very,
Treasure.
very
Jump off to you
difficult
guys.
Treasure.
to turn around
Peace.
and
Thanks.
say that.
Thanks for joining us,
See you
kid,
guys
man.
later.
Have a wonderful night.
See you later.
Good.
Also, you're
for
probably
coming.
young enough for us to actually ask. Do you know what a pager does?
A
Do you know
pager?
how a pager works?
A pager? Yeah. My dad was a doctor. I mean, he is a doctor, and he always had a pager. You know, it rings, it gives you a number to call, and you go to a fucking phone, the closest phone. you
Yeah.
can find.
a phone with a wire that's attached
Yeah,
to it.
where's
Like
the- yo,
that,
and
that's how
bro-
like that wasn't even that long ago that people didn't know that
Yeah, crazy
phones
time.
had
Bro,
wires hanging out the
I
back
remember,
of it, stuck
bro,
in a
like,
wall.
yo, we had a Mercedes. We were in Saudi Arabia, and the Mercedes had, like, this phone in the car. And it was, like, some hot shit. Like, yo, there was a phone in the car, and you could call.
really long cable.
Yeah, a really
Drive
long
1
cable.
mile.
Bro, I miss those phones that you go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. You know what? You know,
right,
you
yeah,
know
the
those
dial
were
ones.
like, yo, those were like
Not
fun to
me.
use.
I had to remind myself how to use one of them the other day because we have like an older phone in the house. I've never used it, and the other phone broke, and we pulled out the other one out of the cupboard, and it was one of these dial ring once, and I forgot how to ring. I didn't realize you had to do every single number individually and let it run back to the start. So I reckon if we gave that to a child, like 6 or 7 right now, they would not know how to ring somebody on one of those
Wow.
phones.
Yo, this was like the
You could
before they invented the button. Imagine that.
we had
Button wasn't invented.
but you could record
Before the
the
button.
dialing sequence. You could record the dialing sequence and just put your tape recorder up to the mouthpiece of the telephone and play that recording, and it would dial the number. You could also dial by just slamming the receiver, like once, 3,
Oh yeah.
2, just slamming it. You could dial it that way.
Do you miss
They're
those
very
days?
easy to hack.
Do you miss
No,
them?
no, because you got a lot. You
Buttons-
got more
buttons
prank
will kill.
calls.
We're like,
You didn't have this luxury of knowing who was calling you. And my grandmother had a phone that was on a public line, like a party line. Everybody could hear everybody else.
No
There
way.
was just only
What?
yeah. So they used to get on there and eavesdrop, and listen to what the neighbors are up to. You just pick up your phone and
Wow,
listen to
I love that.
conversations.
Yeah, bro, that
No,
sounds
that wa-
so amazing. Just like
that's
an
number
open-
12 having phone sex again.
Well, yeah, welcome to the hottest the hottest landline.
Hear somebody on there breathing heavily. You go, hey, who is this? Who's on here? This better not be my sister.
Yo, I really like that idea. Like it's like a IRC chat before IRC
Yeah.
chat was invented. like a chat room, but with an
Yeah.
actual phone. Hey, what's up? Yo, everyone's having a
Maybe we should bring this back.
conversation. Yeah, I'm telling you, it would be so fun to just be in the world and then just have like this open chat. Everyone's speaking stuff. You're like, what's up? Everyone's like, what's up?
So let's think this one through. See if we made a Discord channel that nobody could see who the other person was when they were talking. Would you use it? Or would you listen in to see what other people are talking?
I don't know, man. Honestly,
Like,
like if there was
you can't-
something like
can't be
that,
seen.
I would fuck around. I can't. Like I know myself. Like I just sit there for a little bit and I try and resist. But then like a moment of weakness would, and I'd be like.
So what about your name above your head? If you could change your name above your head right now and change your avatar, and nobody knows that
I wouldn't do
you've
it.
changed,
Wouldn't
would
do
you?
it.
No.
No way.
I wouldn't
I'm the Ultra Lord.
So you're connected to that name in
Yeah.
virtual reality.
Yeah,
but-
bro. It's
but in a
literally my
voice
name
chat,
on my
it doesn't
email.
matter.
Like, bro, when I send out an email, it says Ultra Lord. And it's funny when my lawyers, like, when they're reading my emails, they're like, Ultra Lord. And I'm like, yeah, Ultra Lord.
AKA, yeah.
No way.
Oli,
I-
tell us, jump in on this wonderful conversation we're having. What are your
Trying to build
thoughts
something
on?
in Blender?
What are you
I'm
doing?
enjoying
Do you
listening
make your
to you
Do you
guys.
make your doctor call you Ultra Lord?
Me?
Yeah. Do you make
No,
your
bro.
doctor or
What the fuck?
why not?
He's a doctor. He'll tell me get the fuck
That
outta
would be
here,
the
get out."
best.
He'd
Like
be
if
like-
you were in
Yo, he'd be
come
like, I've been
out.
studying for 40
Ultra Lord.
years. I don't
You're
need
like
some dweeb
standing
coming
up.
in here. I'm a doctor. Yo, they're all like, yo, man, but yo, the medical field, man. Yo, I'm like first-hand experience in the medical field is going down the drain, guys. Yo, the medical field, doctors
AI
have
is gonna
lost.
take over.
Yo,
probably.
doctors have completely. I've seen this in front of my very eyes. Doctors are beginning to lose the respect they once had. Like it's very very strange to see. And now with AI, like, yeah, I'm so surprised. Like, bro, like
I blame Google.
honestly, I blame
I honestly do.
COVID. I blame COVID. COVID like really accelerated it and it destroyed the reputation of doctors everywhere. Like, bro, my dad I was working with my dad in a clinic where we did the PCR test, right? And everyone had to do the PCR test. So, we'd have long lines, because they want to go back to work, right? And this whole time, I thought we were doing good and stuff. Turns out the PCR test is complete and total bullshit. It doesn't, it's completely unreliable. All the PCR test kits are made in China. Anyone who got a PCR test done was probably given COVID because they found it in the PCR test kits. And I was like, wow, I was a part of this. I was a part of this scam. But yeah, man.
I heard
that's
a
when-
funny, maybe one of these made up things. It might be made up or not, but I heard from one of these tests you can actually prove that it doesn't actually pick up COVID because you can take Orange Tango and put that on it and it will come back as positive.
Bro,
Orange Tango.
it doesn't test for like,
Orange Tango.
it doesn't even work like
Yeah.
that. You can't test for a particle. It's not designed
Or
that way.
Sunkist, or is it one of them?
For example,
It's
a
orange-
majority of the
orange thing.
people that got positive tests on that thing, they had the flu. They had the freaking flu. Bro, it tests if there's a particle. If someone even was like by you who maybe had COVID around him and maybe you don't even have it at all, but it was just there around you, right? You're not actually infected. It's gonna come out. Like, you can't trust it at all. And they were like churning these things. Yeah, anyway, it was interesting times. Very, like, the whole COVID thing was just crazy with the stimulus checks and the exuberance, right? And then like seeing, and everyone knew, like, oh, well, wait, let's enjoy this while it lasts. Let's enjoy the party while it lasts. And everyone knew.
It's a bit like being at, like, to be honest, it was a bit like being at school and get told you can have a snow day. And
Yeah.
everybody's like, snow day,
Snow
yay!
day.
I can get time off and I can get paid for it. And people are like, do I complain about this or not? And,
And
you
then,
know,
bro,
everybody
stimulus
likes
checks.
a paid
Everyone
day
goes-
off.
Yeah,
and puts it in crypto.
It
And
destroyed
then
a lot of businesses, though.
COVID?
It
Bro.
destroyed a lot of businesses.
Bro, COVID destroyed.
you know,
Destroyed a lot of
people-
lives,
Yeah,
for
COVID
sure.
Yeah.
destroyed like the whole, and it wasn't even the virus itself, bro. It was the bureaucracy, the lockdowns, the needless.
Hysteria behind it too.
Yeah,
It
and
was,
it's
it was a
all.
little bit of both. You know, it was both. People were afraid, so then they locked down people, which is it drove everybody
how
inside, and they had to find other
How
things to
stupid
do.
we
and-
are. How like, yo, 2 more weeks to stop the spread. Another 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
200 years
And now
later.
supposedly, then they quit talking about it, like it just disappeared. Like, where did it go? Oh, you're okay now,
Bro, and
Don't
the
worry
worst
about
part
it. It's
is how
gone.
the White House keeps on recommending to wear a mask, recommending to get the shot when all the evidence right now is showing that, bro, masks are literally
It is germ
depriving you
collectors.
of oxygen. You're rebreathing the carbon. They make you dumb. And the masks don't even protect from the virus because the particles of the virus are so tiny. They literally go through
Yeah.
the mask. And the mask is made in China.
right through.
So you have some fucking like contaminated Chinese thing, and bro, like you should see like, bro, I go into a pharmacy and they're wearing masks. Like why are you wearing masks? Like the science, like what happened to the science? Trust in the science, man.
Do people still wear masks?
Yeah, bro.
I've not
like,
seen
a
a
little
person
loose
wear-
piece of
wear a mask
paper
for
on your
ages.
face.
Go,
is gonna
bro,
protect
go
you
to
from anything.
healthcare. Go
Businesses
to
have always worn masks.
They're
in
useless.
Hospitals and
Yeah.
planes and
Whoops.
when people are going through
Well,
chemo and you're
even
like,
even in a
it's
hospital, I would
probably
wear a
important.
mask in a hospital
Why?
just for the sake of it in
Yeah,
the
I
hospital.
mean,
No, no
Yeah.
They're
way.
good for other things. They're good for
Nothing's
other things, but not for the
100%
COVID.
useful
So then
or
why do it?
beneficial,
Just to blend in?
But
Like if everyone's jumping off a cliff.
I think if someone's gonna sneeze in my face, I'd rather them wear a mask. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
But
Yeah.
even if they wear a
They- they
mask.
protect
Keep your
from other
bugs
things,
in
but-
your
Family
mask.
has
Yeah.
other
Yeah, but
So it's
when
good.
when was this a thing? We were living fine without masks. And
Pre-COVID, I wore masks a
think-
lot. And
Really?
People I knew wear masks a lot.
seriously?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Surgeons wear
I
masks.
think in surgery,
mean,
as long as surgery's been
it's
going
a
on.
part
Yeah,
of life.
surgeons
Masks
always
when
had
they're doing
masks on.
surgery.
Yeah, surgeons have masks on, but
Patients
we're
have to
talking
wear
about
masks sometimes.
kids in
But
elementary
that's more or less
school.
to protect the patient, not the doctor. I
And
think.
it
I think
doesn't stop.
know.
Yep.
It doesn't
It's
stop
not perfect, of
any
course.
form of. It's not like the mask is there to protect from microbes and stuff. They're doing the operation in like an it has like a special filtration system in the room. The mask is only there just so the doctor doesn't end up spitting inside the fucking cadaver.
Yeah, it's
Inside
like
the body.
he's
reaction.
runny nose or spits inside like an open wound. So that
Bro,
was what they were
my
used for.
dad, man, he grew up in the days when doctors smoked during a surgery. He told me he used to
well,
smoke
well,
during surgery.
cutting the person
There
open.
was ashtrays. The nurses
yeah.
would come and give you an ashtray. You know, they'd wipe the sweat while you have like a cigarette.
So let's
The ash is like this.
let's think
long.
about this. Wait a minute, we're on live on
man.
stream just now, aren't we? On
Yeah,
YouTube.
say hi to everyone.
Yeah. So everybody on YouTube, if you remember the days that you could smoke, well, cutting somebody open, leave a like and share. I think we should
Bro,
end
think
the
about it
stream.
like this. Think about this, bro. When we were able to smoke on airplanes, you know what happened during that same year when we could smoke on airplanes? We put a man on
Actually,
the moon.
on an airplane, that's
We put-
crazy.
Yo, but
like,
we put
if
a
you think
man
about
on
it.
the moon. Yo, when we could
What
smoke
does it have
on
to
an
do with
airplane,
cigarettes?
we put a man on the moon. Just think about that for a minute. Think about that. You know, slowly, one by one, all our freedoms are being taken away. You can't smoke on an airplane anymore. Actually, I smoked on an airplane
Yeah, but that's dangerous
a
as
couple of
fuck.
times. Yo, I actually smoked on a airplane like a couple of times. I can tell you exactly.
When they're like in the toilet.
happened. Yeah,
In the
yo,
toilet
yo,
with
I
the,
was like
the fire,
on-
the fire, the fire.
Yeah, exactly. I was on this flight. It was like a recent one. It was from like Canada to like France, and I had this like vape thing, right? And they had wine on the plane. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna. I kept on drinking and drinking and drinking. And then I'd go in the bathroom, and then I'd puff on the vape and stuff. And then the flight attendant came out. She's like, "You're smoking." I was like, "No, I'm not." I was like, "I can smell it." I was like, "I don't smell anything." She's like, "You're smoking." I was like, "No, not me." And then, bro, the worst thing that they can actually do if you smoke on a plane is they give you like a letter saying, "Hey, don't do it again." So, if you guys ever smoke on a plane, like, yeah.
I don't
And
smoke
that
anywhere,
letter's actually a
actually.
fine
Okay.
telling
No,
you
it's
to
not
turn
a
up and
fine.
pay for.
Yo, no, I
pay
didn't
for a
have to
fine.
pay anything. It's not a fine. It's
No.
not yeah, because bro, it's usually like there are people that get drunk, really drunk on airplanes, and they kind of give them the same thing. You know, they're like, "Hey, you're super drunk, so here's a letter. Here's like a warning if you get caught." But actually, don't do it. Don't actually smoke on an airplane. It's a bad idea. It scared the shit out of me. When it happened. I was like, fuck,
Worst
fuck,
that can
fuck,
happen is you get like a naughty letter, but don't do it. Yeah.
Yo, and deny.
Do you know one place? You know one place I want to go on a plane, and it's just for the sake of it. You know the air hostess and stuff. They've got like a wee cabin that's either above you or underneath or like off to the side. Like it's not really
Yeah,
to the
nice
side.
and
It's like
cozy.
right underneath everybody, but it's like wee beds. There's a wee bedded area. Usually about 6 or 7 beds down there. I really want to see that. So
Yeah,
if
I
anybody
can
sees me on
imagine,
a
like,
plane,
flight
give me a
attendant
wave and bring me down there because I
coming
want to go
down,
for a
you
wee
know,
sleep.
she's like, okay, I'm about to get my 4-hour shift.
I
She
need-
walks down and she sees
Yeah.
you just sleeping.
And she sees me and she's like, "Dude, let's go to bed.
She's
Come
like-
on, you told me on
She's
you
like-
told me on
she-
YouTube you want to go to
She's
bed."
like, oh, okay, and then she like walks back slowly like that. She's like, I just
Dude, she won't be walking. Won't be walking.
Oh, is that a sex joke? Is there a sex
Whoa.
joke? Sticking his tongue out.
So anyway, Mile High Club. Everybody in it? Everybody in the club?
What club? You have a club?
Mile High Club.
Mile High Club.
Yeah, I'm part of the Mile High Club. What's the Mile High Club?
Wow, not me.
You must. You must. I'm in that club.
Have you had sex on an airplane? That's what it is.
Oh, have I?
That's
no,
it.
I haven't
That's
had sex
exactly
on
it.
an airplane.
I haven't.
I don't.
I
I
will
don't
one
fly,
day.
so no.
I will. Actually, I don't know if I'd
Unfortunately.
ever have sex on an airplane. Maybe I will have sex on an airplane. Set intention. I don't know.
I actually
It sounds
want.
kind of
I actually
disgusting.
want to learn how to fly. I want to learn how to fly.
Law of attraction, yeah. But do I really want to have sex on an
See yourself.
airplane? I mean, the toilets are
I don't
disgusting.
want to pee on an airplane.
Yeah, the toilets are disgusting.
You want to pee?
Like, why would I want to have sex inside? They're like.
And they're so tiny too.
I don't know. Not that desperate.
the part that scares me about these toilets is the fact of when you flush. Like if you get stuck in that wee room at the time the flush happens, it's like
Yo,
you honestly you think for 2 seconds I could get sucked out that little hole.
Bro, I heard this it was like a while back. It was one of those wild internet stories where there was a woman who was actually struck by a giant icicle of piss that came from an airplane. Yeah, and it impaled her. Yeah.
What a way to go.
What?
Yeah,
It doesn't work like that. It
I
doesn't
don't know
work
if it was
like
real
that.
or not. You know,
They-
it was one of those old internet stories. I was like, Jesus Christ. Does that happen? How many times a year does that happen? How many times do people get killed from like airplane poop?
Have a good night, guys.
Have a great night,
See you
Ole.
later.
Right, Ollie.
Have fun with Blender. We love you.
I wouldn't
later.
stick about for this
Thanks.
conversation either, really.
Yeah, our conversation's degraded into I don't know what here.
Yeah, it's
you were
all my
talking
fault.
about-
I'm sorry.
When you were talking about hospital,
I'm trying to get YouTube to be turned off.
doctors
This
and
is what's
stuff?
happening.
I used to work in a hospital, and they had a negative airflow system where the air would constantly be sucked into these systems and recirculated. So the air was constantly filtered and cleaned. So I guess most hospitals probably have something like that now.
Yo, if,
That would be a lot more effective than wearing a mask, I think.
Yeah. Yo, if they had a machine that would like recycle your piss and turn it into beer, would you buy it?
Turn it to what?
Turn it
It's
into
the
beer.
other way around,
The s-
Ultra Lord.
the
It's
International
the other way
Space
around.
Station recycles all
Would
of
you
the
drink
waste
it?
into
Would
drinking
Would
water.
you actually drink it if you knew that it was done?
Like, if I knew, I don't think I'd know. I don't think any of us would know. It'd just be like a normal.
Well,
Well,
supposedly
lights
right
and
now,
Station drinks
every
liquids.
single glass that you drink from the tap, doesn't matter where you are in the world, there's minute samples of urine inside that water.
Oh yeah. When you go in
Doesn't
the
matter
swimming
where
pool,
you
I
are in the
heard it's
world.
something like
It's fucking disgusting.
a couple gallons.
I've been drinking out of the
You're
tap
swimming in
for
a couple
while.
gallons of pee.
Fuck that. I'm
We've
never
we've drunk the same water. Like this water's probably been
the
through
water of
almost
life.
everybody. Yeah,
The water of life.
it's been recycled that many
Maybe
times.
that's a good thing. Get all those extra minerals and stuff. Maybe it's good for you.
Yeah, the shamans, they used to wait till the elks ate Amanita muscaria, and then they drink the elk
Yeah.
piss to get high, because like
Yeah.
it would.
Yep. Or
the
reindeers.
yeah,
Reindeer
the-
piss.
Why wouldn't they
the
just
reindeer.
eat
Wow.
it themselves?
Because they're cheap, bro. They'd eat it, and then you know
Gets
they
filtered.
piss it, and
the
then
one
they
second
drink it
hand,
again. Yeah,
second
you know
hand
what I
stone
mean?
in.
Yeah, they
Yeah, it gets
Waste not,
better
want
every
not.
time.
yeah, exactly.
Like
It's
the shaman usually would be the first one to be like someone else that would
Yeah,
drink it, and then
yeah.
eventually the shaman will get like the fourth filtration. And
yeah, because
you know, they'd have the
it
best
has the
trip.
least amount, because there are two main compounds, if I remember correctly, and I think the most important one is muscimol. If you can correct me.
muscimol, yes.
Yeah, that's the
That's
one
it.
that has
Mhm.
the most like positive effects. Like the riding reindeer.
I'd be curious
and all that.
to try that.
Yeah, I want to try Amanita. I mean,
think they
out of
should
all the things,
least
cool it
I've always
down
been like
first,
kind of
just
like
don't want to drink hot pee.
like kind of scared to
No.
like.
But just
do
eating the mushroom, the trip reports are not good. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta know how to filter it. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I think you make a special tea. It's like the best way, because. Bro. Even
RW,
bro,
you
yo,
into
one time
you
on
into
the
mushrooms
darknet,
and
man,
stuff?
Bro, on the darknet, bro, I found muscimol tabs. Tabs of muscimol. That would be interesting, just
Yeah,
the
it seems
straight
like you could do
chemical
it
itself.
synthetically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're
Bro, remember
filtering out
NBOOM,
nanotoxins.
NBOME? Remember that? Remember that whole that
Yeah.
big scare? Ooh, it's a fake LSD killing people.
Have
a
you ever
crazy
read
time.
Sasha Shulgin's
Of
books?
course, bro.
You know, P-Call and
course.
T-Call?
Yes, man.
Those are
like
so fascinating.
Yeah, bro, his
I
trip
haven't read
reports?
them, but they're so
Yeah.
big. Yeah, oh
I
god.
have them, yeah, bro. Every
know.
single phenethylamine, all the tryptamines, bro. The guy, God rest his soul,
Yeah.
man. A true
mean,
pioneer.
Exactly. God rest his soul. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Damn right. He
I
was
miss
one
him.
brave guy.
Yeah, I really miss
And
him
smart.
actually. You know, like God bless
There were
him.
he's one in a million, one in a billion.
1 in a billion. Like how many drugs did like 2CB, you know, like the hottest drug, and then that was all him, and it's crazy. It reminds me too, bro.
Yeah.
You know, steroids were actually like that as well. There was I can't remember the chemist's name, but he actually there was just one dude who
Tried
actually
'em?
sat down,
Really?
looked through him, and like he's like these are the best ones for bodybuilding stuff. So you know that it's all. It makes me think of like how powerful really one person can truly be, right? How much of an impact. We're led to believe that we have no impact on the world, but we do. We have like the biggest impact on the world.
Well, just look at people.
I
like
think
Nikola
males have the
Tesla.
biggest impact
Wait,
because
I'm
we have the least death wish. Like,
Huh? What
we
are you talking
don't
about?
think
Males
about.
have the biggest death wish, bro. Like we die early. We're always
No,
like,
it's because of
"Huzzah!"
ego. It's ego. It's ego more than anything else. Because like, if we didn't have ego, we wouldn't try to one up each
Yeah.
other,
Wait,
and we wouldn't
sorry.
like put ourselves in positions that we could kill ourselves.
Yeah, a
Because
man, bro.
it
will,
must have
like,
been
yeah.
a dare. It must have been a dare of one guy against another when he said,
Sorry,
"See
buddy.
that cow over there? I dare you to go up and suck on its nipples." I can guarantee it was
God.
two. I guarantee it was two dudes that were standing in a field, and they went, "Dude, go and suck that nipple and see what happens."
And they come back and go, oh, that wasn't a
I
cow, that was
guarantee
a
it.
bull.
Guarantee. And he's laughing. He's laughing when he get chased. He's making chased by a bull through the field.
Oh god.
Terrible.
It's
Have you guys
it's the
like
biggest
ever
jackass
like
jackass movie.
butchered a lamb? Like, have you ever seen?
No.
Well, like
Nope.
for like in Islam, it's like a normal thing. Like you see it, and I'm telling you, man, it's really really weird. Like because when you hold it, right, it just goes limp, and it just lets you. Like it just I can't even like it's just like this, you know. It's like its neck's up, and like the way we do it is like there's a special way that we like kill the animals because we drain the blood. We drain all the blood, and then it's considered
Halal?
Halal. Yeah, you have to drain the blood because you know like the disease is in the blood. So you slit its throat, and you know it kind of just sits there and it goes to sleep while all the blood comes out like that, and you just have to wait. So, but like when you actually see it happen, bro, it doesn't struggle, it doesn't run away, it doesn't. It's. I don't. You know, I
It just
guess it's.
says, I guess I'm screwed. I guess I'm screwed.
I don't.
I'm
I
just
think.
gonna
I think it's
take it.
man-made selection. You know, like over time, as we domesticated them, you know, we chose the most docile ones, the most, you know, and we interbred them the same way we did with dogs. And over time, I bet, like, you know, they became the way they are. Their behavior is just stuck. The ones that were easy to kill, you know, like you know what I mean? I think that's what happened.
Yeah, yeah, that makes
And
sense.
it's crazy how like you think like the Native Americans, America actually had horses. But the Native Americans never rode them. They literally hunted them to extinction. But there was a type of horse that lived in America, right? Even the Mustang, right? It's not a Native American horse. All the American horses were killed by the Native Americans. They were like a smaller
They
type
were
of
brought in
horse.
by the Spanish, weren't they?
Yeah, and then, bro, like the craziest thing is like I was reading about how when the Native Americans first encountered the Spaniards, right? Bro, they thought the ships were clouds. They thought the men that were on a horse were like a single like dude with 4 legs and 2 arms, because they didn't conceptualize that. And there are like other like really
Yeah.
interesting things, like you know the pygmy tribe that live in the forest and stuff. You know, bro, when you take them out to open plains, and they see an animal far away, they literally think the animal is that size. because they've never experienced like like seeing things that far away. You like you know what I mean?
That
So
makes sense. Yeah.
like isn't
Yeah,
that like
that
crazy?
does make sense.
Like
Yeah.
like he's
Wow.
like the animal is
Strange.
this small, like a buffalo this big. He's like, look at that, it's like this big. It's like, bro, walk
They
close.
probably think, how come I can't catch it? How come I can't catch it?
Our like
You,
our
you've
yeah.
done psychedelics before.
Bro, I've
Do you
done
ever
every
have the
single-
experience where you look at something and you don't see what it is because you don't recognize it,
Yeah.
but you see something else, like you see
Yeah.
a face or something, and
Yeah.
then after you look at it for like a few seconds, you're like, oh, I see what it is. Like your mind kind of plays a trick on you, trying to make sense of the thing, because I think like psychedelics kind of change your perception of things so that you don't always see things exactly as they are. You're never like quite sure till you think
Yeah.
about it.
They
That happens to me all the
dampened
time.
default mode.
It's because our
No,
our
no,
brain
no.
is probably one of the best at filling in the gaps. So
Yeah.
you can give it a
Yeah.
very little information, and it tries
Yeah.
to fill in the rest of the
Exactly.
information from its knowledge base.
Yeah, like even with words, you can have an entire book, but as long as you have the letters of each word, I think in the middle and at the end, you can actually tell what the word is. Like your brain will automatically arrange it till it's the right word, and you can actually read a bunch of gibberish, right? And it's
Yeah,
like-
you can muddle up the words as long as it's got all the letters
Yeah.
there. And
Yeah.
they're kind of almost in the right kind of way. We can jumble it up and actually like decipher it in our brain because we look at the word and we just automatically see the amount of letters and the way it's kind of set out. We
Ardub,
come
what are
up with the right
your
answer.
your thoughts on psychedelics? Like my opinion on them has changed a little bit over the years. I used to think they were the answers, right? Like, oh yeah, drugs are the answers if everyone smokes. But what a big mistake that turned out to be. And like, yeah, they're not the answer, bro.
So you've just
You
can't
so
say
you're
drugs.
you're
It doesn't
basic.
mean
That,
anything.
No, but you know what I mean? That
Judge,
whole free
this is a
love,
leading question.
hippie
Yeah, this is a leading
movement,
question.
You know,
Yeah.
like open your mind,
Depends on what
man.
drugs.
Like peace and love.
You have to do them under
bro.
controlled circumstances too. I mean, in
Yeah, the
controlled
word drugs
environments.
is useless. Like drugs,
Why?
don't do drugs, or because
Why?
it's such a broad category.
Why a drug?
Oh,
is a
and every
drug.
drug has a
Don't do
potentially
drugs.
good use,
Don't take
you know?
paracetamol.
Like
don't
crystal
have
meth,
aspirin.
for example.
Don't drink.
Almost everyone would say crystal meth, like that'll destroy you. Don't
Yeah,
ever do
crystal
that.
meth is,
But did you know there's like
really-
extreme athletes, like people that are going like on crazy hikes, and they're advised to have crystal meth with them because if something happens, like they fall and break their leg, and they've got to go like 30 miles to get help, the only way they'll make it is if they're like, totally jacked up on something to
Yeah, I
make
mean,
it possible.
Honestly, like the thing with like meth, bro, is that at the end of the day, it's an amphetamine. Now, when it comes to things like dextroamphetamine, right, or Adderall, right, you have doses that go from 5 to 20 milligrams. But then when you have someone who's smoking, bro, they're smoking like half a gram, like you know what I mean? That's where like, but still, honestly, like yeah, it's a terrible. Probably the worst drugs in the world, honestly. Literally. Actually, I think the worst drug in the
bad.
world is alcohol. I think alcohol is even worse.
That's a
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I think everybody
Could be.
agrees to that, but
Most
they want
abused, most abused drugs.
They
one of the most
probably-
harmful.
Yeah.
they've probably been brought up with it being okay or classified as okay, so they don't want to give it up now. And
It's
I think,
socially acceptable.
yeah, but this is true. Like
part of
over
our
time,
culture.
everything's become socially acceptable at one point. Like cocaine was cool at one point. Like, it could be in
Oh,
it could
yeah,
be
I
in
remember when
Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
It was
Like
everywhere.
the Coca-Cola leaves and everything that they used
It
to make
was,
Coca-Cola.
A recommendation.
They're still allowed to use that.
Quit. Heroin.
The thing
Take coke and you
the
can
thing
quit
that
it.
fascinates me about some of psychedelics is that their historical use, like for millennia, some of them have been used, and they can. It's not like it's a set and setting, and they can give you insight on something, but
Not
the work
really,
is
man.
trying to make sense of it.
It's a false
think so.
light. I think it's a false light. Like the more like, you know, like it doesn't really provide answers. It's
Do you?
think about it. Like, okay, you
I
know,
think-
like I had this crazy experience and stuff, and it's just like, so what? You know, like what did it really change?
Just
What did
confuses,
it-
just confuses
what did
your
it really
thoughts
do?
and
Dude, it
jumbles
can-
up your senses. You know, how can that can't
So are
be
you
good.
against drugs then, before?
Hell
Are you
no, bro.
100%
No.
against?
No, I think
I'm
I think
not.
for example LSD, I think DMT, LSD, and psilocybin are some of the best drugs when it comes to neurological regeneration, BDNF growth factor and stuff. But when it comes to like seeking enlightenment, like thinking that I'm gonna do DMT and it's gonna change my life somehow and I'm gonna become enlightened, and no, that's not gonna happen, bro. Like you're gonna have a fun
It can
experience.
it can
but-
humble you.
Yeah, honestly, there was this one time that like I did like shrooms and it was in my room and I was just chilling and stuff, and then out of the blue an angel was in front of me. Like it was like a butterfly and like a jellyfish, and it was in the whole room, you know? Like my mind was like, this is an angel, like the feeling of love. And so yeah, but like I don't know, like I think I mean it's a useful tool in the arsenal, but I think after a while, like you can only look into yourself for so long, right? You have to look outside into the world to truly become enlightened.
I did mushrooms one time, and all I did was throw up.
What?
I was at a party.
What?
Let me have a hand. They had a big bowl on the table in the kitchen. You know, there's a party. You know, everybody's partying. And I said, hey, here mushrooms. Okay. I took a big mouthful, and
Just raw.
about 10
just
minutes
dried
later,
mushrooms.
I just puked
Yeah,
all
man.
over the
Oh
place.
man, that's never happened to me.
That was my mushroom experience.
Really?
That
Oh man,
sucks.
they can be hard to digest for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I would
Well-
have it in my head that I see a big bowl of mushrooms and I would just take a massive handful.
Well,
I don't think I've got that in
I
my...
would.
Look
Look around. and
Alcohol.
go,
I don't think I would walk into a party and go, oh wow,
something to
mushrooms,
eat.
and I just
Something to
you know.
eat. Everybody else is eating them. They're okay. And, maybe I'll give it a
So
try.
what do you think about
Do you-
that? Like,
Do you know MAPS?
yeah.
Have
for
you heard
the
of
heart-
MAPS?
Yeah, for the heart.
Multidisciplinary
Yeah,
Association
yeah,
for
yeah.
Psychedelic Studies.
Yeah.
MAPS.
Yeah.
They've been doing lots of work with MDMA, especially for people with
Post-traumatics,
PTSD.
yeah.
And yeah, I mean, they've had supposedly really great results. And then there's all the research that's being done all over the world at universities and hospitals for LSD, alcoholism,
Yeah.
psilocybin for end of life anxiety, depression, OCD. I mean, I think you can't just take those things and expect there to be something useful
mean,
that comes
they're
out of it.
drugs.
But I think if you prepare,
Yeah.
you prepare and use it as a tool,
Yeah.
and then you have follow up with a therapist or something, that it can give a different perspective on like you as a person, and you might be able to see things you can't normally see. Like we were talking about the shadow last
Yeah.
week, right? Or a blind spot that you have, and like in the 50s, they did a lot of research with LSD and alcoholism.
Yeah.
Even Bill Wilson, the
Yo,
founder of AA,
Exactly.
Um,
yeah.
and they were having good results. And
Yeah.
then LSD went underground, and they kind of lost that. But that's kind of coming back again. So I think these are powerful tools that could really benefit people, and I'm kind of excited for the future.
Have you ever
As they
tried
learn more,
micro
but have
do-
more
dosing?
structure, not just like tune in, turn on, drop out,
Yeah,
take
fuck
this.
that
And,
shit.
that doesn't work.
Yeah. Have you ever tried micro dosing?
Yes,
Yeah. What did you try?
LSD
Yeah.
and psilocybin,
I tried both. Yeah.
but,
Which one did you
not
prefer
anything
most?
significant.
Which one did you prefer?
I didn't really notice much of a difference. And I was
Really?
trying to do like with psilocybin, Paul Stamets, he has like a formula for doing it, and it's
the
I
niacin?
forget, but it was like
Uh,
every third day with niacin.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
and a little bit of psilocybin.
yeah.
And
To increase
I did that
brain
for
drive.
like a month.
How was that?
I don't know,
What was your
unnoticeable.
dose? Like, what were you going around?
Whatever he
comes
was
to
suggesting, it was
psilocybin, like
maybe
200
I'd say
milligrams.
I had a vial of 30 milligrams, and I was taking
30 milligrams.
maybe like half of a milligram.
Bro, you were taking.
I wasn't taking the whole thing.
Bro, that's
No,
barely.
like
I was.
no,
It's like barely
like
anything.
half of a milligram or something.
Like I was like.
I don't remember
taking,
whatever
like,
his formula was.
yeah, man. When I would do it, I would take like 200 milligrams. Psilocybin was a lot more calmer, introspective. Like I smoked a lot less.
200 micrograms, maybe, not 200
No,
milligrams.
milligrams. We're
A
talking
heroic
about.
dose would be like 27.
But we're talking about
milligrams.
dried, mushrooms here.
Oh,
right?
the dried mushrooms.
Yeah,
I
I'm
see
not
what you're saying.
talking about actual
Gotcha.
like the drug.
I was talking about the
psilocybin.
psilocybin.
Yeah, but microdosing acid, bro. I would take like you know how like a tab has maybe, I would take 1/8 of a tab, so I would take like 15 to 12 IU, and bro, it was like
taking, like, 10.
limitless. It was I felt like that, like yo, I had all
Really
this
noticed that.
energy and like and I was just like it felt great. But like yeah, which did you prefer more? None.
Like
You
I
didn't-
said, I didn't notice anything
really?
about either one that made me want to continue. Yeah.
Because like
But maybe I just wasn't doing enough. I don't know.
yeah, look, because like honestly, like I would start off with like with the acid, I'd start off with like one tab, like one little tab, and then I'd skip a day, and then
Yeah.
on day 2 I'd take more, and then by the end of the week, like I'd be like really high on it all week. So I wasn't doing it.
I thought the idea was to take. Go ahead.
I was going to say, do you think drugs have changed over the years? Like, are they getting stronger or more
drugs are
concentrated
definitely
or
getting stronger and they're
better
getting
produced
way
or
worse. Yeah, especially right
Worse,
now
yeah.
in America,
done
you
it in
have
a
the
long
fentanyl
time.
crisis, and you
Oh,
also
yeah.
have
Fentanyl's bad
a
shit.
new drug that's like destroying people. It's fentanyl mixed with horse tranquilizer. They call it trank.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there's some really scary stuff, and it's all coming from where? It's being flooded in from where? Come on, say its name. Starts with a C. The CCP, Communist Party of China and North Korea.
Oh.
Flooding America with drugs.
Is this the one that's making people like statues?
Yeah, bro, and they're like their
I
flesh
can't
is
remember.
coming off.
It's crank. It's
No,
called crank
no,
or stank
it's called
or
trank,
something.
trank, like
Trank.
Trank, that's it.
tranquilizer. Yeah, bro, it's crazy what's happening in America.
And people are just walking about like pure zombies,
Yeah.
like
Zombies.
like in the street.
Fentanyl,
Yeah,
and then
like
trank.
It's
and
like
then-
half the
Absolutely.
homeless people are just walking around as zombies. They're just drugged out.
I mean, this is going
It
on
would take something
exactly according to their plan. All these people are gonna die. There's a good amount of the population now taken care of.
Yeah.
taking what? Sorry.
I don't know, man. Like, yo, like, let's like, each of us lives in our own little delusion and fantasy. Let's look at the real world. Let's look at what's really going on right now, and we all know it, but we choose to ignore it. But think 50 years down the line, there's not gonna be human beings anymore. There's gonna be humanoids, genetically created people that serve a purpose and fulfill a goal. People that are dumb, they do the work. That's the plan, bro. Doesn't that scare you guys? And like,
I think there may still be wild groups of people, just who have escaped the system and here and there.
there's no
scattered
escape, bro.
Groups of
It's too late.
probably
yeah,
not.
yeah. You're
don't know.
literally, you're
What?
in a prison right now, bro. But you just can't see.
Could be
the
people
power.
Ultra,
ignore.
that doesn't sound like the person I think you are.
What
They're-
kind of person
they're-
do you think?
Nobody
I
can
am?
hold you down. I believe that they cannot tie you up. and tell you what to do.
They can't.
I think
They can't because
I think you
know.
would break out just like any of us will. I think
don't know.
because
I don't know
we're
how, man. Like,
well,
it's,
one
how are you
way
gonna
right
break
now,
out?
like
Bro, it's like so.
trying to stay out of the system
You
right
can't,
now.
man.
Monetary wise, that's
Bro,
what I'm
they
trying to
control the culture. They control, like, even you, like you yourself as a human being. You're a product of their planning, of their experimenting. Like, think about it. Like, have you guys ever heard of the Tavistock Institute, social engineering, the creation of culture? Every single movie you've watched, everything you see on the news, everything. These people are planning in centuries. These people are intergenerationally planning. They've been doing this since the age of the pharaohs. And this is real. Bro, Bilderberg Group, Rothschild's Group, the Trilateral Commission. These are real organizations.
Trilateral Commission.
Yeah, these are real. You can go and read about them. They're just a bunch of philanthropists. We're doing philanthropy.
So is
They're not
so
even-
is
they're not even
supermarkets.
hiding anymore.
Bro,
Ultra,
I don't know what
like
to do anymore.
so is the supermarket.
I don't
so,
know, bro.
Like we can't turn around and blame
Bro,
the
and
whole
then, like,
world's problems
think
on
of think of
one
this. Think of
person.
this. Think of this. Religion, right? Religion.
dirty subject, but let's
Yeah,
go with it.
religion. Yo,
Yeah.
think about this. Religion, right? It's part of God's plan. Everything that's going on is part of God's plan. Doesn't that like mess with your brain? If you question what's going on right now, this is God's plan. It's in the book. It's in the Bible. It's in the Quran. This is God's plan happening in front of you. So just accept it and
Well,
shut up,
no,
bro.
no. God gave people control. You have your
Bro,
your
every
own
age a new
dominion.
God is created. Every age we have a new God. They create our gods for us.
But that's not written in the Quran, the Ultra.
Bro, the
It's
Quran
not
is
written
part of it.
in
The Quran was written 20 years after the death of the Prophet. Peace be upon him. 20 years after his death.
There's a larger and larger portion of the population that's not religious, just spiritual but not religious. They're not affiliated
Why?
with any organized
Don't you find it
religion, or they don't. Version of God is totally different than it used to be.
But
And
why
I
do
think
we
you
put-
can create your own culture, man. You don't have to like rely on everything that's fed to you. That's just out there. Fucking do your own road show.
Yeah,
Make
that's
your
what I'm
own
talking
culture.
about.
I
That's the solution
appreciate
right
the
there, bro.
Amish a little bit.
Yeah, the
I look at the
Amish.
Amish sometimes, and
Bro, do you
I
see
actually
what they're
look at them
doing
and
to
go, yeah.
the Amish right
I think
now?
they've kind of got it right. They have like a rite
Bro,
of
they're
passage as
wiping
well.
them out
Like
right
you
now.
get to a certain.
You know that?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Bro, they're destroying.
They're
their
wiping them
farm.
out.
Yeah, they're stopping them from doing their farms. They're closing down the furniture
They're
businesses.
closing on their markets.
Yeah, they're closing
Their-
everything
their
down.
markets
They're-
that they depend on to take their
Yeah,
food to the market
exactly.
and sell
the
it.
furniture
We
that
have
the
a lot of
Amish
Amish
make
people in
are
Ohio.
literally like one of a kind. You can't
Yeah,
find
you
them
do.
anywhere in the world. They're like top quality, and now they're not even allowed to make that. They
Okay, everybody on YouTube, if you watch this and you're hearing my words, if you see an Amish chair or anything on eBay, buy that thing and support the Amish.
yeah
because
support
they
the
need it.
Amish.
Yeah.
Support them.
We
Yeah.
need them.
They also
They're-
make great cheese and they grow all
Yeah,
kinds
they're
of
amazing
food.
woodworkers.
yeah.
Yeah, they're amazing wood.
Didn't
I heard that,
Discovery
Sure.
Channel have
that-
like a show where they're like a mafia, and it showed the dark side of the Amish? Remember that show?
There's always going to be
No.
some kind of
It's
dark
like-
side. Like
We're the
it doesn't matter
Amish
who we are.
mafia.
We're human beings.
Is that a cell phone in your
I
hand?
heard that when they build things, they build it so perfect that it's like flawless, and then they'll intentionally put a flaw in it
Planned
because they say only
obsolescence.
God is perfect. So like they don't want to make
Yeah.
something that's like totally perfect.
Really?
I was like
But they
that.
can make it.
'cause I did a lot of construction. I
Oh.
was thinking that.
The Amish aren't allowed to
Wow,
drink though,
like,
eh? Is
so
that
good.
true? I heard somewhere they're not allowed to drink and smoke and do other parts, but they're allowed
Oh,
to
I
do
believe
LSD.
so.
They're allowed to do LSD? What? What the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
that's why I heard somewhere. So, no, honestly, I heard
Only
this somewhere.
LSD.
and
That's
Only.
it was like, like when you get to a certain, like, obviously they're working away. They're allowed to do other parts, but they're allowed to do LSD for
Yeah,
some
but
reason.
it's Amish LSD.
Bro, are you
though. It's
serious?
pure
Amish
and,
LSD?
you know.
Like yo.
Honestly,
It's perfect.
it
That's
was
the
it was on Joe
craziest thing
Rogan.
I've
I heard it
ever
on Joe
heard in
Rogan,
my life,
and I
bro.
trust
No
that
way.
dude.
That's the craziest.
I trust
thing
that
I've
dude.
ever
Wow.
He told me
Amish
it was something
people
to
on
do. They were
LSD.
talking about somebody.
What kind
Yeah,
of, what do they trip about? Like,
How long ago was that?
it was quite recent.
Was it recent?
Yeah.
Really? And it was his guest was Amish, or was it just did it just come
Somebody
up in
they were
conversation?
talking about different ideas and what they believed was good and bad in different religions and different parts, and they were just nitpicking from different places and saying, I think this is cool, and like they were talking about it, and they brought the Amish up and they started talking about obviously hard work and ethics and different parts that they appreciate, and they said, but you're not allowed to drink and smoke, and the other person turned around and says, yeah, but they've got LSD, so yin and yang, like it's all good.
yeah,
Well, now everyone on YouTube, you've heard it here. It's true.
it's true. The
Abraham,
Amish are
why are
our
you
gang.
making your horse go round and round in circles? Why are you doing that all day? Abraham, this is great.
Stood down his box.
I'm learning things.
He's like-
I'm becoming
he's like,
one of
"Whoa!"
the horse.
So what do
Yeah,
you
you
guys
better shut
think
up and go milk
about
the
that?
cows,
Like, yo,
Abraham.
you all have kids except me and my friend Wilfred Blast here. Yo, but kids are coming. Ladies, look at these two handsome devils. Yeah, we're single and ready to mingle,
How do you
baby.
know I don't have any kids?
Yo,
Ultra.
You have kids?
We're in that avatar. Your kids will be
No,
pussies.
I don't.
Yo,
I'm
fuck
kidding.
you, bro. Don't even
Aw.
start with that shit. My kids will be tigers, bro. Tigers, lions.
They'll be pussies. Pussies with that
Yo,
outfit on.
don't, bro. Don't say that shit. Take that back. My kids are gonna be
Just
mad.
winding you up. Hey, just put away.
Bro, you
Put
have
away.
two
All good.
boys, eh?
I've got one boy.
One boy. Do
One
you have a
little boy
daughter?
called Hamish. Yeah, no,
You have one boy.
one boy.
I always thought you had two kids. You know that? I always thought you were.
No,
like a two-kid
I have
man.
like usually the. Oh, maybe now. It was a while ago. I posted up pictures of the
Is it the
kids
little guy in-
playing.
in
Yeah,
your-
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
see it
Hamish,
in his
yeah,
profile
yeah.
pic.
Yeah, my
Cute.
dad has 6 kids. It's a lot of
Wow.
kids. Yeah, he has
My-
3 kids from.
My parents were, each of them was one of 9 kids.
Yeah,
so I have
exactly. My mom and dad
19,
too. Exactly the same
18.
thing.
Yeah,
8 and
lots
like
of
9
aunts
kids,
and uncles
lots
and
of-
cousins.
Yeah,
I don't even. I
Man.
didn't even know all of my cousins.
it's
I had so
interesting.
many.
You know, in the third world, right, where a majority of the poor population are Muslim, one of the principles and core beliefs in Islam is if you want to make money, you get kids, and the more kids you get, the more money you'll make. So that's why, like, when you go to the third world, bro, they'll have like 15 kids, like 10, 20 kids, and and they're like dirt poor, and they have all these kids, and like I think like that's something that should be like really incorporated in the West, because
it does give you some kind of like push to earn money to make sure that
exactly
you can
that's the whole
provide
point.
for the kids.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
basically
so.
Yeah.
it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? God will
responsibility
provide, and
for human life.
exactly like your subconscious success mechanism will instantly kick into gear. Like you don't even have to try, bro.
Yeah.
Well, the more kids
Because
you have,
because
you know?
everybody has that feeling in their head. I won't succeed or I won't do. But if you have a kid behind you that's
I have
relying on
to.
you to succeed
Yeah.
to do that, then you have to
Yeah.
do it. So you
And,
work harder.
yeah.
You'll be stronger. You'll be more
Yeah.
aggressive. All the traits that a man should actually put forward.
What
You,
kind of
you
a
will
world
actually use because
is it gonna be
yeah.
when a man and a woman can't have kids, can't raise their own kids? Bro, did you guys see what's going on now in Ottawa? Basically, they created this new. They had this teachers union vote that from now on, bro, every single child in the school is now non-binary. They're going to be referred to they them.
Oh man.
If you're a boy, you're a they
This
them.
this
You're a
shite
girl?
actually
Bro,
That's crazy shit.
hurts everybody.
Bro,
It's
that's
crazy.
They're taking away. They're t- do you- they're turning all kids non-binary, just with a simple.
That's not the hurtful part. Ultra, I've got something to say about this, and I don't really want to come across as wrong,
No,
but
you're never wrong, bro.
as a
Share with
as
us
a
your opinion.
parent, from my point of view, that word is quite a strong word, and it
Which-
should be appreciated.
Which word?
Parents should
yeah.
be never.
Oh yeah.
And right now, they're trying to change that definition of parent to
Yeah, they're saying
caregiver.
your kids
And-
don't
Oh,
belong to you
no.
anymore. They belong to the state.
If they if
Like
if they get
Kanye.
away with that, and this is I'm 100% would be on the street fighting for this part if they try to
I
get
don't know,
that
man.
passed,
I don't know.
because
Well, just think
They-
how
they've-
indoctrinated they are from going to school. They spend more time in school than they do at home. A lot of kids, and they're just pounding that shit into their brains every day.
Bro,
in
they
school.
gave
but
us-
we have the rights to turn around and say right now that as a caregiver, this is their words, as a caregiver, you have to educate your child, but they don't tell you you have to put it through the school curriculum. So you can like homeschool your child.
That's
and I
what
think
I'm gonna do.
if it was from my
would,
point of view,
I would.
like
Yeah.
me and the wife are actually thinking about homeschooling,
Yeah,
because
I'd get 'em away from
it's
those
something that
people.
might be better as an educational thing rather than put them
And,
through.
and you know, think
through
think
that
think of
point.
this. Think of this. In every single classroom right now, a majority of the teachers are female. So we have men growing up, boys growing up, who don't really have, a lot of strong male figures in
Oh,
their
but
lives.
I could argue the other
We
way,
need
Ultra.
more- we
Like
need
honestly,
more male
would you
teachers
trust?
in
Would you
class.
trust handing over your child to a male teacher? Like
Yeah, I would. For example,
I
It-
have
it
lots of
makes-
male teachers.
yeah, what's wrong with having a
No,
if he's like
I-
a good
and-
guy,
As a
like,
priest.
yeah, unless he was a priest.
we saying,
I'd be
Arthur?
like, no, thank you. I'm
I
a
heard that in the background. At young ages, Arthur, do you agree with me? At young ages,
Yeah,
like
but they're
between
they're boys
like,
being
first year
raised by
to maybe
women.
fourth year.
I had a gay art teacher.
I think it's
and
great for kids to be exposed to
never-
a variety of adults as role models. Like the more,
Never
the
did
better.
anything funny
And
with us.
The school my daughter went to, they had kids working with other kids. They had volunteers coming in. They had a whole bunch of different teachers. So they were never with one person for long.
Yeah,
And they
it
were
takes
all
a village to raise a
good
child.
role models
Yeah.
and just different types of people and
That
personalities.
yeah,
and,
I would appreciate that more than a male teaching in first year.
one teacher
that
teaching
part,
them everything.
you know.
I don't like that.
You know what
Yeah,
would
that's
would
what
be
I-
cool, instead of kids like staying in one class and then going through lesson by lesson. Maybe what if imagine if there was like each class, like there was a math class, and it's like it looks like something with math, and then they have to go to the math class, and then they have to go to like the social studies class, and it's like big prairie plains and maps and I
But
just
they do Ultra. That's what my schools are like in the UK.
My school
like-
too. Montessori
Yeah.
school. It's like that.
Montessori school.
Yeah, private schools are the answer. Just get your kids out there and set up a school of your own and just have teachers you can trust and
It's
who
too
you
late,
believe
bro.
in.
It's too late, man. I
And
don't know
they're
what the
gonna outlaw
solution-
that pretty
Yo,
soon,
R-Dub.
probably anyway.
Yo, what's the solution for the salvation of the human race? Tell me.
Let boys be boys and
Yeah, like
run
men are
about
men.
and kill, like almost
Yeah.
kill themselves, because that's how we learned.
Yeah,
not
men
to
are
do
being
something
put
the next
down
time.
for being men, and then women are being put down for being woman. Like what the heck? Like, well, like when you meet like a feminine woman, she's not supposed to be like that. That's not right. She should be outgoing, proving herself. And then a man, when you see,
they're just
that's
saying you're-
toxic masculinity. What is this?
They're-
Go
they're
get
trying
the
to say you're
bag. This
you're
is
less
one
a
of
person
the
than you
comments
are.
I'm hearing.
They
right
just
now.
want to degrade people so much that they lose faith in humanity.
So what do
They
we
just
do?
want to degrade people.
What do we do? There has to be.
You
a
know what was good
solution.
about the 60s? Here's an answer. What was good about the 60s and the 70s was if you were a
You could
man and you
smoke
had
an
to
airplane.
comment about another man's wife, another man, you had a comment about them, you would say it to their face, but with the reaction of that man had the rights to punch you in the face if he didn't agree with what you said. We
Yeah,
don't
you're
have
allowed
that.
to do
This, yeah.
I know.
Nowadays, we're not
Or
allowed
you can't even
to.
say it. You
Yeah,
couldn't
we're
even
not
insult
even
the
allowed to
guy.
say hello to somebody else without them saying or running to the police.
Yeah, you used to
or
be able to have a
anything.
duel, challenge someone to
Yeah,
a duel.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should. I think we should bring that back. That
Bro,
should. That would
Thomas
be.
Jefferson.
I think we have a lot of duels
He had a
going on in my
dream.
neighborhood.
He had a dream, bro.
I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah, bro. He had a dream.
Could you
of a
imagine?
free and independent country, a country composed of agrarian states. Like imagine everyone had their own fort, their own farm, bro. Everyone had a say. It was a beautiful dream.
Do we have enough land for that though?
Yes.
Ultra?
We
Do
have
we have
yes.
enough land? For
Yeah,
had that
yeah,
in the
yeah.
United
You want to know
States.
how we have enough land from that? We
Dude.
take all the land back from Bill Gates. Okay, then we'll have enough land.
Yeah.
China and China.
China, yeah,
We
they're
just
buying
take it
up.
back.
You should see, like
Yeah.
in China, bro,
Buying
like
up
yo,
everything.
they're buying up.
So
They've bought up. Yo, honestly, man, bro, I was in Canada for like,
Farmland.
yo, I've seen Canada go from like Canada, the nation of the free, to Canada, that fucking communist state, straight up communist state right now, Canada. Social welfare
such a shame.
system, bro. They recently passed Bill C-115, meaning that now everything that people see on the internet in Canada is going to be picked by the government. YouTube celebrities are going to be picked by the government. Bro, Canada's turning into China.
What?
Yeah, man.
my
I'm
God.
telling you, bro. Like you can't.
I actually
see
heard that
things.
as well.
Yeah, it's
It's
really.
I love
all
Canada.
all
I used to
basically
love Can- bro, I
any
used to be
any kind
proud
of media
being
content
a
is
Canadian. I used to
controlled by
think,
the government.
oh, you know,
So for
with
yes
Canada,
or no, they
you know,
they
like
control
the
it
land
all.
of the free. You know, like we have all this like gay people, gay
jeez.
rights, women's rights and stuff. And then I found out it was all a ruse. It was all one big ruse.
What women's rights?
Yeah,
As in, like-
no, I mean, women's rights, bro, was actually made by men. Men started the whole women's rights movement.
Fucking idiots. Like
Why?
we should punch those guys in the face.
What are you talking about, man? What kind of talk is that, bro? I mean, you do have a point.
It's
I
not
mean, you
not
put
to say
women
that they don't
in
have
power.
rights.
I mean,
it's
this
the
is
fact
just an
of
observation that I noticed. Women have only really had real political power for maybe the last 80 years. And
it's
we're
only
moving
been a
towards
while to
communism.
vote
so-
or work.
we're moving towards communism. So, I'm just saying. I mean, I get it. Women have that.
I'm
need.
happy to have more of a conversation about this off stream, but on stream, women have rights, and they have as many rights as
still streaming
everybody
all
else
this
has. Yeah, this is getting streamed right now, so
Gotta go.
I have to be a little bit more careful.
Later.
Why?
See
It's
you,
okay.
Viv.
Peace,
Take care.
bro.
Right, stop the stream. Arthur's overheard on the stream to cut the stream.
Okay. All right,
Off.
yo.
Let's go.
And we hope you
Goodbye,
enjoyed
everybody.
this,
Bye.
astounding and inspiring, stimulating conversation about a lot of different stuff. But we'll remember, beauty is real. It exists out there, and all you have to do is reach out for it and grab it.
And keep an
and it's
open
yours.
mind. Keep an open mind.
And remember, everyone, I love you.
We all love you. Goodbye.
Peace.
I just